Good morning, my lovely people. I just wanted to stop by, pull a couple of cards before I left for work, and to chat with you a little bit. It's definitely not going to be a long video today because I have to leave for work. But I was guided to pull some cards. There's a lot of noise going on around here. There's still construction. I feel like the earth really moving underneath my feet. like it really is vibrating. Whatever drilling work they're doing out there, everything is vibrating. My feet, my body, my whole apartment is vibrating. And that's little Pepino. You hear little Pepino in the background chirping. You want to come and say good morning? Come on. Come here. You want to come? Guess she don't want to come. She just wants to chirp. I guess she's being distracted and disturbed by all this construction that's going on. That was bulldozer right in front of my house. They're digging. I hope I can get out of my driveway. I hope I can get out of my driveway. They're gonna have to get out of my way because I gotta go to work. Anyway, everyone, I hope that you guys are doing well. It's been rough. I have to say, I mean, even for myself, it's been a rough week, and already rough beginning of this week. I haven't been sleeping at night. I've been really twisting and turning and waking up at weird hours, or every hour on the hour. So I'm a little bit tired. I need an adrenaline rush to take some kind of energy drink or something to get me through my day today. I had my cup of coffee, but I think I need a little bit more caffeine or something. I need a shot of something because my energy is a little bit low today. I mean, I feel good, but, you know, not sleeping through the night for nights on end is rough as hell. It really is rough as hell. So I really need like a good night's sleep. So again, I don't want this to be a long video, so I'm just going to pull a couple of cards, and I do apologize if you feel the vibrations, because I feel them, or you hear all of that noise, because the bulldozer's right in front, directly in front. So they're digging in the ground, they're putting in pipes, sewer system, who the heck knows. There's always something going on around here. There's always some kind of construction, but I guess it's to better everything, make things, improve stuff, right? All I know is I'm tired and I need a boost of energy. I really do need a boost of energy. I need it. All right. I'm going to have to definitely... Oh, my little flower's peeking out over there. I moved it back a little bit because I kept getting whacked. All right, so I'm going to pull a card from Healing Yourself, the Healing Yourself deck. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. So let us begin. Let's pull a message for the collective. Spirit, what is the message for the collective today? What can we do to get through this day? But I also want to tell you guys, I know a lot of people are going through this energetic shift, whatever it is, this leveling up, this downloads, upgrades, all of this stuff that we're going through. No, Mercury retrograde is coming to an end soon, so hopefully we'll get some peace by the 3rd or 4th week of March, preferably sooner, because this person here needs a break. Like all this spiritual awakening stuff is really exhausting, but it's all happening for a reason, you know. I have to welcome it. I have to go through the discomforts of it, whatever it is that I'm supposed to go through, and many of us are going through as well, because I'm getting so many people texting me and clients that are going through this as well. Sleepless nights, you know, emotional ups and downs, you know, past stuff coming up. The universe is really trying to get us to work out this stuff and our issues so that we can start anew, you know, start anew. I did lower my music a little bit lower this time. I didn't realize it was so loud last time. There's so much noise going on outside that I didn't realize that I hired it to the point where it was so loud. But D'Angelo, I like D'Angelo. Cruising, you see, cruising. We're gonna be cruising through this day. We're gonna cruise through this day. Really cruise through this day. Woo! Let me tell you, man, it's been rough. It's been so rough. But again, you want to lift your vibrations, do things that are going to lift your vibration, listening to upbeat music, going for a walk, being out in nature. You know, things that are just going to make you feel a little bit better. Pino, come here. Come give me kisses. Come. Come on. Come on. Come and say hello. You want to come say hello? Come on. She's being shy today. She just wants to make noise. She just wants to be heard. She doesn't like all of this noise either. I guess it's bothering her. That's why she's chirping so much. We're getting ready to lay another egg. Maybe she's getting ready to lay another egg. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to move you guys. All right, come on. I'm in slow motion today, so excuse me. Oh, I guess I should introduce myself, right? For those of you, Mercury retrograde is really doing a number on me. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Isabella, and I am an intuitive empath and Reiki master and teacher and the owner of Reiki by Isabella. So welcome, 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 welcome. And I hope that you guys are doing well and we'll get through these next couple of weeks. It's almost over. It's almost over. It is almost over. Whew. So this doesn't normally happen. Usually Spirit will only shoot out one card, but I guess they really want us to see these, and they kind of make sense. So this is all connected to what we're going through. I feel like very much so. Right? Wow. Got it. Okay. So the first card is Inner Child. Inner Child. Look at that. This has been coming up a lot with a lot of people in their healing process. There's a lot of inner child work, and healing that needs to be done. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just watching my bulldoze. So powerful. So inner child work is the first one. I'm not surprised that this popped out because this has been very, very much with what has been going on with a lot of people. A lot of our inner child stuff has been trying to come up for review so that we can start healing that stuff. As I mentioned in the last video, you know, so just allow it to come up and allow yourself to make some peace with that part of you. You know, allowing yourself to send love to that part of you, that inner child. You know, and just telling your inner child that they are loved. You know, they are loved. They are good enough. They did nothing wrong. Just reassuring your inner child over and over as much as you need to let them know that everything is okay. So, inner child. I'll read from the book after I show you the cards. So the first one is the inner child. The second one that popped out is, how teachable are you? Right? So this is kind of significant too, I would think, right? How teachable are you? This is sometimes a struggle for a lot of people because sometimes we just get so stuck in our old ways that it's difficult for us to change that old way of being. So I feel like, you know, looking at this card, it's like, okay, do I want to stay in that old way of being, or do I want to learn? and be taught, you know, in a new way, so that I don't stay stuck in that old place that I've been in for so long, right? So how teachable are you? How teachable are you? Again, I'll read to you through the book, because the book describes it a lot better. And my energy's a little blue. I shouldn't even be pulling cards today, but I was guided to, for whatever reason. All right, so the last one is, which really is significant, especially because we've been going through so much of this stuff. My music is getting louder. I don't know why. Amuse. Maybe that'll resonate with someone. That's the name of the song, Amuse. Muse, M-U-S-E. Okay, because this is getting a little higher for whatever reason. All right, so the third one that popped out from the Healing Yourself reading deck, patience, right? Patience. And patience is really important through this process, through this leveling up, you know, conditioning that we're going through. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, guess she doesn't want to come on camera. No, come. No, I guess she doesn't want. She'll come when she's ready. So patience. So we really need to go deep inside and really be patient with this transformation that we're going through. As difficult as it feels, and how so much we're going through, so much physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, going through this awakening. And there's going to be days, and there has been days with a lot of people, including myself, where it's just like, I am so tired now. Please, can I have a break? I need a break. Please, Spirit, give me a break. Right? Everybody that I talk to that's telling me, I just want a break. I just need a break so I can complete this. Or I need a break so I can just think. I need a break because I just want to rest. But it's coming so fast, really. I feel like it's coming so fast and so hard because it's really time for us to release it. We don't want, I guess the universe doesn't want us to waste any more time on things that are unnecessary, right? Unnecessary, you know, unless, yeah, of course, we're healing, we're still learning, we're still trying to get through it. We have to learn whatever lesson we're supposed to learn from it, heal it, release it, right? But when it hits us so hard and so much, the way that it is, it really can become overwhelming, can become so overwhelming. But through the whole process, again, it's happening because it's really trying to level us up, right? Get us to rise above all of the old stuff so that we can start to come on. Hello, you want to come and say hello? Say, come on. Come and say hello. No. She's right on my desk, so her little face peeks out. Say hello. Say hello. Say good morning, people. I am here to show you me. Introduce yourself, Pepino. Again, so we just really need to be as grounded as possible. You know, go for a walk. Take some downtime as much as you can. Take some relaxing lavender baths, sea salt lavender baths. Oh, here she comes, flying across. Take the time to just be by yourself and just rest as much as you can. You know, a lot of my like-minded people who are going through a spiritual awakening are feeling the need to be isolated and away from a lot of people. You know, and we can do that to a point, but we have to honor that. You know, if we don't feel like going out or being around people, then we shouldn't go out and be around people. You know, maybe we want to just be home and alone, and that's okay too, because when we're so open the way we are, you know, now going through this shift of energy. Come here. Come. Say hi. Hello. Hello. Say hi. My name is Pepino. Hello. Okay, relax. So again, you know, take the time if you need to take the time. It's okay. It's okay. We really do need to honor our time and our energy right now. You know, try to preserve your energy as much as you can, because we really do need to preserve our energy to get through this shift. First of all, you know, we need our energy. We need it. So don't give it away. Don't overdo it, you know. Just take your time. Be patient, you know, because it's temporary. It's just what we need to go through right now, you know. We just need to go through it, but eventually it will start to slow down. We'll start to get to a place of, I feel like by the end of this month we should be quiet. By the end of this month, I think things should start to calm down for us, and we should start feeling, stop it. Stop. I'm sorry, she was eating my phone. She's got nothing better to do. All right, so those were the cards I popped out. You know what, let me read a little bit. We'll read a little bit. Where's my book? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we'll read the first one, which was the inner child. Okay, let's see. Inner child. Oh my gosh, it's so noisy out there. And I tell you, because my energy is so sensitive right now, every little sound, every little vibration, it's like, it sounds even louder. You know, it's everything. Everything is just affecting me. So I have to keep myself really grounded before I leave to go to work. I really need to make sure that I'm in a grounded place, because I'll be working with other people's energy all day long for the rest of the day anyway. So I need to get my energy in sync. So inner child. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little, get out of your comfort zone, and have fun. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imagination, creativity, and spontaneity. When was the last time you did something spontaneous, intuitive, and outrageous? When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed, and completely comfortable to be yourself? Excuse me. Your inner child can be your strongest ally. Wow, a lot of people not expressing their truth. My throat is going crazy. Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment. It can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, original, and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bring up anxiety, fear, and suspicion. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence, compassion, creativity, talents, and joy. A healthy inner child can help you connect to your integrity, divinity, and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. Isn't that nice? That's a beautiful card. So really, it's getting to that place of my son just walked by, so I don't know if you've seen him or not. He just walked by. Okay, you didn't see him. Oh, maybe a little bit. Okay. So inner child work is so important, and we really need to talk to our inner child, and to embrace that part of us, to send love and light to that part of us. Ask for our inner child to let go of the pain, to heal that part of us. Tell them how much we love them, how much we care about them, and that it's not their fault. Everything happened the way that it did, because that's what was supposed to happen. So here's a little action that you can do to start a little bit of that inner child healing. You can find a photo of you as a child between the ages of 3 and 8. Look at the picture. What do you see in your eyes? What is the expression on your face? If this little child had a voice, what would she or he say to you? Take some paper and, using your non-dominant hand, write, "Dear," your name, "I feel," and just write whatever comes to you. "I feel." Give the little you a chance to express itself. Then write a loving response from the adult you. Ask the child in you what he needs to feel better. Then follow the child's recommendation. That's pretty powerful. So if you can take the time, and sometimes what I'll tell people too, my clients is, light some candles. That's a great way of, what I just read to you is a great way of talking to your inner child and healing that part of you. But I used to always recommend as well, lighting some white candles, sitting in a meditative state of relaxation, and calling in your inner child, envisioning you as the younger version of yourself, and talking to you in a gentle, loving way, explaining everything as if you were talking to your child. This is your inner child. So as the adult, you want to talk to your inner child and just reassure them, calm them, love them, make them feel loved, It really does help with the process of healing that inner child that is so crying out for love and attention, and to just be recognized and acknowledged and loved more than anything. We just want to be loved, right? It's where a lot of this stuff is coming from. A lot of this stuff that's shaking up our world right now, it's really coming from that part of us that didn't receive that love, that attention that we so need as a child, And it's not to put blame on our parents or whomever. It's more about understanding that it had nothing to do with us, the childhood pain that we've gone through. It wasn't us. It wasn't about us. It was, wherever it came from, that person was doing the best that they could, or didn't fully understand, or were going through their own childhood inner pain and wounds, which usually is the case, right? It's usually coming from our inner child. So a lot of times our parents, their parents, and so forth are carrying all of that inner wounding as well from their conditioning and the way that they were raised. Maybe they came from a harsh family. Maybe they came from not a family that wasn't affectionate, or loving or caring. So as a child, we need that. We search for that, and that's how, when I was telling you the other day about the inner child, the child in us that's in search of that love and that affection, the daddy issues, the mommy issues, all of that stuff stems back from what we perceived as lacking from our lives, right? But then again, a lot of times, we're searching for that, and we need that as a child. But if our family members or whomever is incapable of giving us that because they're unaware or going through their own wounding and pain and things that they haven't healed within themselves, they really can't fully give that to us, can they? They probably wouldn't even be aware of how to do that. So sometimes we have to that's where the forgiveness needs to come in. So really have a long conversation with your inner child. Place that action on the bottom of this page. And take the time to do that. Just sit there with yourself and just talk to your little child, the little you. Start from 3 to 8 as they recommend it, 3 to 8. And just start talking to that part. Remember you at that time, what you were like, what you were going through. And you don't have to relive experiences. That's not what it's about. It's more about just acknowledging that little you, that sad you, that yearning you, that little you that just really just wants to be loved at the end of the day. And maybe we didn't get it as a child, but knowing that now as adults, we can actually change that pattern, right? With our own children, for one, and with ourselves as well. So when we take the time to sit with ourselves and go back to our inner child, call our inner child in, look at a picture of you as a child, and look in your eyes and see what comes up, and just have that heart-to-heart, loving, caring conversation with little you, and just say, yeah, you are really loved. I love you. I love you. Never feel scared or abandoned or lonely, because I am here for you. I love you, and I want to heal that part of you, of me, I should say, because you're having the conversation with your inner child, right? So take some time to do that. That's a great way of doing some work on ourselves and helping us to get through this heavy, tumultuous time energetically that a lot of us are going through. It's so important to recognize that, okay? The other card was, how teachable are you? Let me read that one, and then we're going to end this video because I have to get ready to leave to go to work. Hopefully my driveway is free. I can get out. Okay. Excuse me, how teachable are you? Are you open to learning new things in your life? How high is your desire to let go of judgment, doubt, negativity, and self-sabotage? What are some of your favorite things to do? Is it to watch TV, go shopping, play golf, drink, gossip with your friends? Are you willing to give those things up in order to create time to learn something new? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? What is your willingness to really apply what you learn? You might be learning many new things, but be resistant to change. Every time you begin to think, I already know this, I've heard it before, this doesn't apply to me, your ability to learn diminishes enormously. And it is at this time you may become virtually unteachable without realizing it. Unless you apply what you have learned into your life, you won't really know it. This card is beckoning you to not only be open-minded, but to take specific action towards change. Very much so, right? Change is important. We need to be able to learn new things and to change old ways. Because again, we'll just stay stuck in that pattern, and we don't grow the way that we should be growing because we're so stuck in that old mindset, right? We become narrow-minded. We don't see beyond what is right there, or what we've been through, or whatever the case may be. It's so important for us to allow ourselves to learn new things, to get out of that pattern, that way that we've always been. Again, I apologize. I'm a little tired today. My energy's low. So, and I'm not really expressing the way that I should be expressing today. Whatever's going on today, energetic shift, it's heavy. I feel it. It's really heavy. So again, allow yourself to learn new things. If there was something in your mind that you wanted to try, that you wanted to learn, allow yourself to do that. Learn it. You don't want to be narrow-minded. Then you're stuck in this box, and it's going to get old. Unless you're really comfortable being in that place. I mean, it's your life, right? But I don't see how always being in that way, in that mindset, is helping us in any way, really. It's just keeping us stuck, All the things that we've gone through to learn, we should apply that to new things, and the change, and because this is all about change. Growth is about changing, right? Change is important for us to grow, for our souls to evolve. So it's really important for us to try to learn different things, right? Okay, so that was that one. And the last one was patience. Doesn't she look so calm and peaceful? That's where I want to be today. I need to be peaceful. And I'll get there. After I have a boost of adrenaline or something. The energy's so heavy. And I'm feeling the collective because, not only is this my own stuff, like I'm feeling everybody that's going through this energetic, rough change. I'm feeling it all, so it's adding to already what I'm going through, which is really, truly exhausting me. All right, so patience. All right. You must develop patience in all areas of your life. Patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstance that you are facing. patient requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that might be missing. If you are impatient with a particular person, instead give them space. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a person or a situation without being aware of all the details. You have an opportunity to let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation, not what someone is saying or doing, but why. Patience can also be connected to a health condition you are recovering from, a new diet or exercise program you have embarked on, or a new course of study you may have begun. So all those things that we may be going through, you need to have patience with it. So if we're trying a new diet and exercise program and we're not seeing results as quickly as we would like them to be shown, you have to sit back and breathe and relax, because everything takes time, right? You have to go through it. You have to allow your body to readjust, right? You need your body, mind, spirit, everything has to readjust. Everything has to come into alignment. So be patient with that process. Be patient with healing of maybe a relationship. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself some TLC while you're going through the process. Heartbreak is hard. It's hard, but you have to just be patient and allow all of the stuff to come up. And know eventually you'll get through it. But you have to allow yourself to heal it so that you don't get stuck in it or allow it to control you, right? Just let the healing take place. Let it go. Just let it go. Heal it. Sometimes if it gets to the point where it is so intense and it's just really controlling every aspect of our lives, we just feel like we really can't get out of this. At that point, what I recommend is just surrendering it to your angels, to God, to whomever you believe in, and just ask them to help you get through it, to surrender it over to them, allow them to help you go through it and to take it away from you so that you don't have to be so overwhelmed. Of course, you're going to have to still heal it, but asking for help from the divine is perfectly fine. That's what they're there for. They really love to work with us. They really want to work with us. Angels can't intervene unless you ask them to, so call in your angels, call in your guardian angels. Ask them, please give me peace, give me guidance, help me to get through this. And they truly will. In some cases, if you're very sensitive, you'll feel the shifts within your body. When I surrender things over to my angels, to spirit, I always feel an expansion. I feel an expansion in my heart. I feel a warmth expansion, warm, loving feeling, almost enveloping my entire body. I'll feel like someone's there and they're giving me a great big hug, which always feels really good and reassuring and helps me get through it. So if you're in a situation and you're having a really difficult time letting it go, healing it, and it's just taking up so much of your mind, a mental space, emotionally too as well, at that point, just ask, please help me, I surrender, help me to get through this, show me, what do I need to do? And I'm telling you, most of the time, once you say it and let it go, it comes to you. You will see it. It'll come in all different forms. You'll get signs. You'll feel sensations in your body, warmth, you'll feel a presence, you could even call upon a loved one if you need that guidance and that support. Call on them. And even though they're not here in a physical sense, you'll feel them in spirit. They'll be there. You'll feel them. They're there, giving you that hug, giving you that reassurance, encouragement. And sometimes all we need is just a nice warm hug. Just a nice warm hug to make us feel safe and secure and feel like everything is going to be okay. So if we can't get it on the physical, spirit is always there. Our angels are always there. Our loved ones, our deceased loved ones are always there to give us that hug. You just need to be open to it and allow it to happen. So I think I'm going to end it now because I need to get ready for work. I need some coffee or something before I leave. I do need an adrenaline. I would have liked to go for a walk, but I don't have time because I have to get to work. So that's not happening. All right, so I'm going to just leave this end this video on a positive note. Lift my vibration. Breathe. Take a few breaths and allow the energy to flow through my body. Raise my vibration. Focus in on the music. Allow it to help me raise my vibration. Ask for guidance. Ask for support. Ask for spirit and my angels to help me, get through it. So let me pull a positive fight card for you. And then we're going to end it. I lovely people. But I feel your pain. I feel your frustrations, because this shift and the things that are coming up have been really nonstop for me anyway, and for a lot of others as well, because I've heard people tell me, it's been such a shakeup of our world. But again, that shakeup is happening because we really need to release our old self, so that we can become our new improved and better version, right? So we need to. Sometimes I feel like we just get challenged with these things. Universe comes in and says, all right, we're going to throw all this stuff at you. I hate to say that, but sometimes I feel like that's what happens, because they want to see how far you've grown, how much you have accomplished, how are you setting your boundaries and sticking to them, It's like, okay, you're doing all this, you're going through all this, but are you learning from it? Are you using it now to help you, to move you, to grow you? Let's see. So we're going to present you with this to see how you handle it. Are you going to handle it in the same old way that you've always handled it? Or are you going to take the way that you've handled it, recognize how you handled it, and for whatever, oh my gosh, I tell you, Spirit is so amazing. Take it and treat it the way that you used to treat it, which really didn't serve much of a purpose, especially if it kept reoccurring. In our lives. I mean, you're learning, you're learning. Not everyone is even aware of these shifts and things that are going on with them, right? But no, it's all happening energetically to shift us, change us, level us up, clear us, heal us, to help us move forward and create that better version of who we are. So the card that Spirit has shown me is, you are always being guided to your highest good. Wow, I'm telling you, Spirit is definitely clear and letting you know, really, to sum it all up, you are being guided to your highest good. So although these shakeups are really affecting us, mentally, emotionally, physically, they've really been rough on us. Again, it's because Spirit is trying to clear it all away so that we don't get stuck in that old place, so that we make room for all the new, our highest good. It's our highest good. All of this is happening in our highest good, right? Our greatest and our highest good. And as rough as it may feel right now, no, it's just a temporary thing. It's just we have to release a lot of things and heal a lot of things so we can create for the new. And some will and some won't. The ones who are willing and are ready, they're going to go through this. They're going to go through this. It's going to be hard and it's going to be rough, and it's going to be emotional. It's going to feel like a roller coaster ride. Literally, it's going to feel like a roller coaster ride. But know that it's not going to be this way always, right? It's just us leveling it up, and the universe is helping us level up. We have free will. We are the ones who have control of whether we choose to continue to go through it and have the patience and allow ourselves to learn all the cards that popped out today, right? You heal that inner child. All of this stuff is coming up for that reason, because we need to release the old and get ready for the new. So I hope that this guidance and these cards and my talk, I know I'm not as energetic today as I normally am, but that's okay. Like I told you, I'm human too, right? I'm going through ups and downs, lack of sleep. I really want a good night's sleep. I want to just sleep for like 10 hours straight. That'd be nice. Would never happen, but never know. I just need some, even if it's 6 hours or even 7 hours, straight through with no interruptions. I've been having so many crazy dreams, weird stuff that's been coming through, you know, and I know a lot of it is part of my spiritual awakening. A lot of it is ascension symptoms, and a lot of it is downloads, you know, things that are being downloaded into me, upgraded within me. So allowing it, going through it, and trying to be as patient as I possibly can. And for the most part, I am. But I just need a break, just like all of us. But no, it's coming. It's coming. Just be patient and allow each thing to surface and take charge of it and start taking the steps to heal it and to release it. All right? All right, my beautiful people, have an amazing, 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 amazing day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.